Hey y'all, Tony, Circle Nation. People are protesting, and people are protesting because they feel like it's time to reopen up the economy. And some people feel like perhaps it's overdue. And people are upset that they've had their livelihoods taken away from them, seemingly overnight. And some people think that this virus is overblown. Some people think that it's some type of media conspiracy or government conspiracy, either China or the United States. And I'm not really reading too much into the conspiracy and the conspiracy theories. Um, I said that I don't really know if I believe that this virus came from a wet market in China from a bat, just because I'm skeptical about how much information you could prove about where this virus come from. Like, I'd want to know more about the wet market and the exact bat that they said that this came from, but I digress. Um, I don't blame people for protesting. See, I don't. Essentially, I agree with the essence of why they're protesting. They're protesting because they can't provide now, they can't provide for their family, for themselves, for their kids. It's like the government told them that they need to stay home, they can't work. And that's a problem when you have people that you need to take care of, people that are counting on you. And so I'm not gonna go over there and shame them and say that they're stupid or that they need to get with the program when they're just trying to look out for who's most important to them. They're doing what I would do essentially if I was in their situation. But I feel like it's kind of misguided, and I'll get to why here in a second. I don't blame them for protesting, but who I do blame is the government. The government has an obligation, a professional obligation, not to mention a moral one, to provide for the people in a crisis when they need people or the people in charge to provide for them. Especially when it's your own legislation, your own policies that made it to where they need provided for. It's like a lot of these people wouldn't need your fucking help if they could go to work anyways, but you told them that they can't work. So if you're going to tell them that they can't work, if you're going to tell them that they need to stay home, then you need to provide for them a way to take care of their families. Now, whether or not it's through a rent freeze, another stimulus package, I don't know. But you need to do something to make sure that these families are first getting enough to eat, aren't going to be evicted because they can't pay their rent, and not going to go bankrupt because of this virus. That should be that should be first and foremost. But another issue I'm going to get into is that with the money side of it, with the stimulus packages, the government paid corporate, or the elitists, whatever you want to call them, corporate America, the people with a whole lot of money, big business, over $5 trillion. That's trillion with a T in plural. So multiple trillions of dollars. What did the average American get? The average American taxpayer? 250 billion split up between everybody. 1,200 apiece. So just to compare that, that's 20 times less than 5 trillion. And if we would have gotten a package equivalent to that, 5 trillion, that would have netted over $22,000. Just about $70 short of 23 grand. So if you're ever wondering how much both the Republicans and the Democrats, all of the government cares more about corporate than they do the average American, the answer is 20 times more. Just to make it simple, just to put it in math terms. Thanks for listening. God bless. Peace.